welcome to the finals round of this Iron Gauntlet Invitational If you want to call it an invitational, that's tomorrow.
That's
Iron Gauntlet Qualifier finals match.
Yeah, man, absolutely.
Yeah. And today is fallback, as many people know in the U.S. We're going to jump back an hour unless you live in Arizona because you're lucky.
Yeah.
We're going to do that same thing right now. We're just going to go back in time an hour.
Yeah.
And we're gonna call this game between two teammates who have played this match before.
They're on the same WTC team.
Exactly.
They're on Canada Team Moose.
They have played this game before many times, and we've seen this game.
Canada is
twice
all over
now.
WARMACHINE Weekend.
All over.
Team Canada is running roughshod.
They have decided that this is where the Northern Invasion begins in St. Louis, Missouri.
So we've seen both of these gentlemen on live stream. This is Jeff's third time in this tournament. It's Jeff Everitt versus Josh Richter. So Jeff is playing the exact same Khador list he played last time. Why don't you just go over it real quick for this match?
Oh, yeah, let's do this. So we got the Butcher of Kardov, Ursus Octavia, Butcher 1, 3 Marauders.
Three Marauders, because Marauders are cool. Covenant Joe, just hanging out. Gonna tell some people some speeches, some stories, some long-winded tales of woe. We got 3 min units of Winter Guard Rifle Corps. All 3 of those units have 3 Rocketeers each, so 9 Rocketeers. Yep. And then we've got a min unit of Kayazi Assassins. Okay. Now, over on Josh's side of the table, very similar list to what we saw get played last round by Adam. Ossian. He's got Silas. He's got a Banshee and Discordia, so no Imperatus.
Yep.
He's got 2 Arcanist Mechanics, 2 units of Mage Hunter Strike Force. Let's see. Both of them have the command attachment, the commander, but only one of them has a Solus Escort. And then he's got 2 units of Stormfall Archers. So let's call nearly the same game we called last time.
I mean, that's effectively what's going to happen here.
But we have a different scenario.
Different armies. I mean, this red army is purple.
It's not orange.
As opposed to orange, but orange and purple being, contrary colors.
Yeah. Okay.
They're across each other on the color spectrum, man.
I believe you.
They're across on the wheel. On the wheel, they face off against each other. So
while these two gents
makes sense.
are setting up, they're playing the pit. It's one of the brand new 2016 Steamroller scenarios. It's pretty simple. This is a kill box scenario, so don't do that. There are 2 flags. One is yours. One is your enemy's. If you control the enemy flag, you get 1 control point. If you dominate the enemy flag, you get 2. If you dominate your own, you get 1, and then there's a big old zone right in the middle, a.k.a. the pit.
The pit.
Control the zone, get a control point. Dominate the zone, get 2 control points. First to 5 wins. Scoring starts on the second player's second turn. And as always, if you murder your opponent's caster's face right off of their body, you win the game. You get to spike their model on the ground, dance all over it, win the day.
Wow. Not only was that punctuated by your super loud can opening,
yes,
it also probably wasn't correct. In fact, I'm pretty sure that most of that was wrong outside of the win if you kill your opponent's caster.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah?
We'll see.
I mean, they are on the same team, so they literally could make that bro bet. They just be like, this is how it's going to go down, man.
So Jeff has had a very strong showing. He has also gone nearly to time.
Every time.
Yeah. We'll see if he does the same.
I expect that is exactly what's going to happen, mostly because of it's just the way his list works, right? He has so many AoEs to deviate. He has so much shooting. He has so much to activate. It just eats up the clock.
But this time he's got to deal with the Discordia. He's got to deal with the imprint again.
And
right?
we've seen it. We saw him do that. We saw him do that in the first game, right? He knows what Discordia brings to the table. He knows what it does to his list.
Yeah.
Like this is a match he is very comfortable with, not just probably because they've practiced a lot, but simply because he's played it before at this show.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
So Josh was on live stream facing off against JVM,
who he beat in the last round.
Let's get to that. So he lost in the prelims and was the X-1 who got into the Gauntlet rounds. Now, the Gauntlet rounds act as like a bracket that gets completely randomized. Doesn't matter if you faced someone before or not. Whoever wins in the semifinals, they face each other in the finals, and whoever wins this match finishes first no matter what. So even though Josh lost in the prelims, he still got in as the only X-1 to get into the Gauntlet rounds. So he's a chance to be the comeback kid and come back and finish first and win this whole thing. Because he ended up getting the rematch randomly paired against JVM for the semifinal that didn't get streamed, and he beat him in the rematch.
Yeah.
So this will be really cool if Josh does that and sort of lives the dream, right? And like
just makes it.
He finds redemption in day 2 by beating JVM and then getting here and then beating his teammate on Canada Team Moose in the WTC and finishing over first. And then if Jeff wins, of course, Jeff is just showing incredible dominance. He won first place in an IG, I want to say at GrotzCon earlier this year, and he has just been On fire.
On fire. Just an unstoppable monster.
I believe the correct pronunciation is fire.
On fire?
Fire.
I can't.
There's like at least a Y and a couple of extra R's in there.
So right now we're in the deployment. You know, we've seen very similar deployments by both players already. I can assure you that those mage hunters are going to be grouped up nice and tight around Discordia to benefit from that imprint so that rockets don't destroy them.
I mean, except for the fact that Discordia is kind of not over there.
Now, and this scenario sort of benefits that play style. And they're still going to end up over there, trust me. Being that it's the pit, right? It is one of the more central scenarios. Like, everything is nice and tight in the center of the board. So being able to pack in and then be immune to all these AoEs, it's not the worst thing in the world.
I mean, it seems like it might be a little decent. See those mage hunters getting spread out. My expectations, the second unit will probably be the ones that bunch up around Discordia.
Sure.
But regardless, it'll be party time around Discordia.
Yes, absolutely
Flashing
party time.
lights, amazing dubstep music like you and Ed.
Like Ed. I don't want Ed's the one who played dubstep Friday the 13th.
I'm afraid that you are also culpable in that. So
he's a director.
Welcome to your last live stream.
He's whatever. He's a director. I can't stop what a director. I can't stop what you do. I'm just a developer.
That sounds.
I just like develop games. You guys are the guys that run the show.
Sure.
He's the creative director. He's the master of pitchers.
The master of pitchers.
There's the handshake.
There it is. All right, we are underway.
And boom.
For a roller coaster ride in this finals match.
Absolutely.
All right. So we've made the call a couple of times. Who do you give the edge to in this game?
I almost want to go with Jeff just because how strong he's been going this whole game, but I'm gonna give it to Jeff.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna give it to Jeff.
Give it to Jeff.
Not to say Josh is not a good player. Josh is an amazing player, but like
Jeff is definitely on. He's on fire.
So Butcher activated first. Looks like he threw out an Iron Flesh on the unit of, I believe those, Kayazi right next to him.
Yep.
And then charged straight ahead. So way more aggro than we usually see the Butcher get played by Jeff. He usually hangs back a bit. Oh no, it's Iron Flesh on himself. I didn't catch the judge call. The token went with him. Oh yeah, it is Iron Flesh on himself. Absolutely. Okay. So as soon as I said that, the judge came through. So he has Iron Flesh on himself, and then he charged ahead.
I mean, Arm 20 ain't bad on the Butcher.
No, not by any means, but it's still Ossian.
And Mage Hunters.
And Mage Hunters. I mean, it's not good.
Uh-huh.
But we'll see. I mean, I'm sure he's played this game many times before. We see Jeff using his measurements to do a little pre-measuring and make sure that his rifle corps stay out of the threat range, the walk and shoot threat range of the Mage Hunters, because he doesn't want them to die early for no good reason.
You know, one of the things that's different about this game than last is there's no Imperatus, so you don't have to worry about that crazy threat range on that Murder Jack.
Nope. Jeff just shot 3 of his rockets, did some random deviations, basically looking for to get some long shots to the one, effectively. Jeff just ruins game state again. He's really good at that. And then the judge just said affecting game state already. So good, we're on the same page. They set it back. Same thing, more measurements, Rocketeers going forward. So this is the last tournament game stream today. We'll be doing the Invitational tomorrow.
Yes, we will.
But there's more streaming coming, yes?
There's at least one, I believe 2 more games coming. 2
more games. So while we're doing this early tournament, there's not a ton to talk about just yet. It's pretty obvious what's happening. What can we look forward to in these 2 more streams we're doing?
You're going to see some staff members playing some folks at WARMACHINE Weekend.
Rad, who's playing?
I'm going to be playing.
Both games?
No, just one.
Who's playing the game after?
Well, I believe Lyle is going to be playing the game after. Apparently we're just doing one game.
Oh, we're doing one game.
According to Tony, who's angrily shaking his fist right now.
He's so angry all the time.
Because he doesn't like fun.
Okay, so we have one game being streamed after this.
One game,
and it's going to be
just me.
So when I was on live stream at Lock and Load playing Andrew Hayden, one of the best players in all of Australia, I smoked him.
You did.
Because I know what I'm doing. So we have sort of a tradition.
Do
with
we?
Staffers on live stream.
Okay.
Which is we win.
Oh.
We do.
Okay.
Souls' game that got streamed at
Lock
and Load.
I commentated on that one.
He won.
And the one that you played.
I played mine. I won.
Yeah.
Okay. So right now, Staff.
So I'm going to be going for the loss.
Staff undefeated.
I am literally going to just run my caster forward. I'm going to turn my back, dump all my focus, and just be like, turn.
Okay.
What do you got?
I need you to not be the one that drops the ball.
No, I'm going to do it.
Okay.
Like, I don't even want to catch the ball.
So these are proxy bases coming down for possible, looks like Marauder placement. No, Dracoon placement. Sorry, that was way too far for a Marauder to go. Yep. Dracoon runs. Looks like the other Dracoon is going to similarly run, get in the same position. They are base. Yeah, they are base with each other in front of the Butcher, blocking LOS.
Little wall of Marauders.
That was the Dracoons.
Oh, the Dracoons.
Yeah, now the Marauders are going to start running up. Because, yeah, the Marauders can't run that far. In case you're wondering again who Jeff Everitt is, A, it's on the back of his jersey. B, it's on his side of the board with a little banner that Tony created, a nice little graphic. Going to be very nice to Tony this stream so that he does not become angry at me like a wrathful god.
It's too late. He's already planning his vengeance.
We've been talking about our judges. We have Chili Winters, Michael Chili Winters, Andrew Durso judging this game. Agatha, who has been judging several games for us because she is the judge candidate, is actually taking her judge test as we speak this game. She's right over near me. I can see her right now pondering the test, looking at it. I talked to her yesterday and all the studying she had been doing in the car drive over, and I am fairly confident she's going to pass. She was on top of things. Kayazi Assassins just moving up. Sting, well, looks like he's trying to block some line of sight to them. Keeping command range, obviously. That was a problem for our last game. A couple of those guys ended up out of command range and couldn't make any free strikes. And finally, it looks like the last unit of Winter Guard Rifle Corps are going to advance, followed by Covenant Joe, who will probably walk up and give one of the units tough. I imagine maybe the one in the center.
I'm a little surprised he didn't put Iron Flesh on the Kayazi like he has done in the past just to protect them from blast damage, because they are great Stormfall Archer hunters.
Yeah.
Between stealth and immunity to blast damage, if you can basically bum rush the line, get them in there, you can shut down a lot of that shooting.
Yeah, it's true.
But playing a little bit more defensively, going for the center this time around.
Well, that's what the pit makes you play, right?
I mean, yes, but 6 Kayazi against all that other stuff.
Sure.
I think I personally would be looking for more of a jam at this point.
Joe advances and he's, toughing the center unit, kind of as anticipated. Ships the turn back over to Josh, and this is that we've been talking about all weekend against this specific matchup. This turn, the bottom of turn 1 is positioning so important. So important.
You can see those dice going down, marking where the threat ranges are for the Dracoons and
the Kayazi.
Yep.
Yeah, we want to keep an eye on all that stuff. He's got this big melee block in the center of the board he has to watch out for, and then he also has to spread out so that the Rocketeers don't obliterate him for anybody's not covered by the imprint. Don't make a mistake, Josh. Otherwise, all your stuff will die.
I mean, you still got stealth to rely on, so it does come down to lucky deviations. But if you bunch up and you don't have something that says immune to blast damage, you obviously are just asking for it.
Yeah.
That said, I don't expect Josh to make that mistake.
No, he's
proven
to be pretty good.
If you're not partying around the disco ball, you are at least 3 car lengths away from your partners.
So it looks like there was one allocation that went to Discordia, obviously, so Discordia could imprint and run. Mage Hunter Strike Force on the bottom end is just running into position.
They're basically getting around that proxy base where Discordia is going to wind up.
Yep.
So that they can all be immune to the blast damages.
Seems smart.
Nice little conga line of elves going on there. Just like, doo-doo. Let's do a little dance. Come on, ride the train and ride it.
Can you imagine if just things go wrong and Jeff spikes dice and takes Discordia out first with a few CRAs, just 2 or 3 shots Discordia off the board and the Rocketeers haven't gone yet. And
that's a Khador Christmas right there. It's just just line them up for us.
Oh, what up, boys and girls?
It's basically like that scene in Age of Ultron. Thor looks at Captain America and he's like, they're lining up for us. He's like, well, they're excited. And
Yeah.
Thor hits Cap's hammer and just drills them all with a lightning bolt.
So Ossian activated. I believe that was Quicken on Discordia.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I didn't quite catch it from the judge. I don't imagine that's admonition. And being that he wants to keep Discordia safe from the shooting, it's probably Quicken.
Def 14 is not shabby.
No, it's not. And then Ossian simply had a... There's a lot of measurement on Jeff's side, but I don't... He's just checking things.
I think he asked for a threat range on the Marauder there.
No, okay.
It's a lot of, careful placement.
All right, next unit of Mage Hunter Strike Force. And guess who they're bunching up around?
Well, Discordia brings the funk, brings the noise.
Old Disco.
Old Disco.
Wow. This is... It looks like my prediction was absolutely true, that they're just all getting around Discordia.
I just like this wave of Mage Hunters just on the wings. Where it's like, go, my people, go. See the key coming out, checking that 3 inches.
Just come together as a wave, yes. And
just goes to prove it's not about the size of your imprint, it's about how you use it.
Man, I don't know that that's true.
Oh, it's absolutely true. You can tell I did Discordia right now. All those elves.
I think both size and technique are important.
Party. Technique?
Yeah, man.
What is Discordia's technique?
To stop blast damage.
But how? I mean, what's
With
the
her-
technique for that?
the imprint.
What does she do?
The imprint. That's
Right,
the
but how does that work?
What do you mean?
Like, how does the imprint work?
Like, narratively?
Well, I don't know. Like, what's the technique? You just said technique's important.
She, takes her, force field and envelops everyone else in, the loving embrace of it. And she's got a big old base. So, that big base extends out pretty far and just, covers everybody in the warm love.
I liked it.
Tony just gave me the best face.
There's one way to melt Tony's heart.
Discordia's imprint?
That's talking sexy. That's so sexy.
You said PG-13. I kept it PG-13, Tony. I didn't say anything weird. I was just talking about,
Discordia and her base.
Discordia
big
and her
old
base.
base.
Big old base.
Little base. That ain't a little base.
No,
that's a big base.
a big old base.
That's a big base. Right there.
Looks like the Stormfall Archers are moving around and spreading out enough to where rockets won't literally ruin their lives. I was wondering where all the focus on Ossian had gone. I see Silas stays just inside of range of Ossian. Arcanists, probably going to run behind the woods to block LOS, but be in range to be able to walk up to Discordia and give her neat little benefits. Or, no, just straight stand next to Ossian. Yeah, it's safe, right? It's a safe space.
It's sure.
It's still in. It's still in the imprint.
You might as well get it in the imprint. As long as you're there, then yeah, it's totally safe. You got line of sight blocked for sure. Austin just getting ready to dominate his flag. That
absolutely. Well, and Josh is second player, which means he gets the first chance to score.
Exactly.
Oh. Proxyception. What is going on right now?
There's a lot of, there's just some distance, just some checking of things and other things.
Checking? Yeah?
Yeah.
Some checking of some things and some other things, man.
Yeah.
You need some coffee?
No. I'm calling it like I sees it.
Ship the
Here
terms
comes another
back
proxy base.
to Jeff.
Just to make sure. No, they're not done yet. They have more widgets and wonders to put down here. Now, what if this thing goes here? But what if that's a 3? What happens if its base expands due to heat?
Oh.
That's just science.
I just heard Jeff say the words, "This is so greedy," right? So whatever he's got planned, and we haven't really been able to pick up from his mic yet, what exactly he's talking about.
I'm thinking that it's going to be a slam here. So
a slam of
if
a
the
Dracoon?
first Marauder, maybe a Dracoon or a Marauder into a Marauder.
Well, no, he's counting 6. He's like, I would get 6 Mage Hunters.
I think what he's looking at doing is getting a Dracoon over to where that proxy base is, charging it or moving the Marauder,
and combo smiting it.
The Marauder can't go that far.
What do you mean?
Marauder's only got 4 inches of movement.
He can slam it.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's just a slam.
A friendly model. You can't charge a friendly model. You can slam a friendly model.
Yeah.
Yeah, so normal slam, send the Dracoon flying, hope that you get the distance to slam into those Mage Hunters. The Dracoon can't be knocked down, so he can't advance, and then he just starts stabbing things with Annihilator blades.
Well, no, the Dracoon has to go first to get in position. Like, this cannot be Jeff's plan because it sounds terrible. Like, he has to roll, like, also a 6 to get that far, to even hit anybody.
Yeah.
Like, if he rolls a 1, it does nothing, and his Marauder's dead.
So is his Dracoon, probably. I mean, here's the measurement right now. Like, what's going on here, dog? What's happening? What's the happy haps? There's another proxy base. This is what happens if the Dracoon divides like a cell. This goes through mitosis.
Oh, man, mitosis. I haven't heard that term in, like, years.
His DNA will replicate to help with some art. It'll unzip.
All right, so Dracoon is running, and it runs to there.
Uh-huh.
Okay, step 1.
It's like, here I am, boys.
Here, rock you like a hurricane. Dracoon 2
is going to run as well.
Runs.
And Butcher did not allocate anything.
No.
Just in case anyone's wondering out there.
They all powered up.
No allocations.
Okay.
So he
does not seem to be going with the greedy plan. Seems to be going with the I jam with Dracoon's plan.
It's legit.
Getting all up in there.
It's solid. Things will happen.
Okay. Dracoons are in. Making sure that the Banshee. Banshee? Banshee, right? That's a Banshee up there? Yeah, Banshee. Okay. I just was having like this weird, like, that's a Banshee, right? What's wrong with my brain? Making sure the Banshee does not have LOS to the Dracoon.
No, that's a Hypnos.
No, that's a Banshee.
No, it's a Hypnos. It's got an arc note on its back. See the little roundy thing? And the fists. It doesn't have swords, man. Banshees would have swords. That's a Hypnos.
I thought his list said Banshee on it.
Well, it's Hypnos.
Well.
Clearly there was an error in discussion, in communication.
I'm going to go find out right now because it's killing me.
It's a Hypnos.
I'm going to go find out.
All right, but I guarantee you it's a Hypnos.
I'm going to go find out.
All right. It's a Hypnos. All right, so we see the Kiazi running forward, kind of be obnoxious, get in the way, do their thing that they do. And I just heard over our judge's mic that he confirmed it is Hypnos, like I said it was. So making the walk of shame back. Go ahead and put on those headphones. Would you like to confirm what that was?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's a Helios.
Or it's a Hypnos.
It is a Helios.
All right then. I think that thing is improperly based in that.
It is a Griffin riding a Helios.
All right. Good. So Hypnos is up there just hanging out.
Look, our list said...
being with his buddy, Ossian.
Our list said Banshee,
here,
and that's
look,
why my brain shut down when I said Banshee.
Let me fix this.
Yeah, fix it.
Here. I'll delete that, and I will go ahead and add Hypnos to our little War Room app here. There he is. Oh, look, there he is. Yeah, and he's allowed. He's 18 points.
Yeah, he's the same points as a Banshee.
Bloosh.
Okay.
Oh, look at that. We're there.
All right.
Hypnos.
So the Winterguard Rifleman ran?
Yes.
Oh.
So did the Kiazi. It's Jam Central here. Jam City.
Marauder run.
Jamming.
Okay. You know what? This is literally so different than any other Jeff game we've seen.
Yeah.
Where it was like hang back, shoot him up.
Nah. He just wants to win.
Yeah, no doubt.
He's hungry and he wants to get out of here. So he's like, I'm just going to butcher it up.
Look at this.
Just get in your face. I'm going to start murdering you with Power Plus Strength 8 axes. Axe to face, elves. You can't take it. You can't take it at all.
Just park Butcher on the flag, I assume, and just...
put him in the zone at this point. Just go all out. You got everything in his face. Butcher in the zone.
Yeah, why not? You could.
Take those 2 points. Take him again. Take him one more time. spike the model, and do a little dance.
Do a little dance. Make a little love.
No, it's make a little murder. This is the butcher.
Imprint tonight. Imprint tonight. So, yeah. I'm interested to see where he puts the butcher, though. Everything else is clearly running. Maybe that back unit of Winter Guard, they're not going to jam. But
if he runs the butcher to the flag, then those Marauders are woefully out.
One of them.
That other one is just barely in.
Still in, though. So, yeah, went for the flag.
Okay.
It's a safer CP score, and he'll score it on Josh's turn, with Josh having no chance of being able to contest that at all.
No, not yeah.
Which means that Josh can't start winning the I'm up by 1 because I went second play, especially because there's a lot contesting his own flag. What with the Dracoon there, and the other unit of Rifle Corps are going to be a little bit more conservative. Hang back a little bit.
Not really. I mean, they're also just.
It seemed like they were for a second.
They're like, let's get in the pit, boys.
Yeah. For half a second, it seemed like that was the case, and then suddenly that was not the case whatsoever.
Did it ever really seem like it was going to be the case? Because you said it before he even started moving the first model. It was like, they're just going to be more conservative.
It would look like it.
And then you were wrong.
Well, just going off.
How did it look like it? Was it like
he didn't
the
move,
tension in his forearms that you were reading there?
He didn't go straight forward with the first 4 models. He went sideways.
Sure, okay. Whatever you say.
And then after he moved the first 4 models sideways, he ran everything else forward.
You would make the worst FBI profiler in the world.
I don't profile people.
That man, the man could be stabbing somebody, just repeatedly in front of you. Be like, he's clearly not the murderer. Look at him. He's totally relaxed.
All right, I'm trying to catch what that spell is that's on Discordia. What was that Quicken?
You literally went over there to check on Hypnos. You couldn't look at the little spell token?
I told you it's Helios, dude. Pay attention. Let's see what he upkeeps. Santos Helios.
You need to be quiet if we're going to hear this. He's not even going to tell you.
I know.
He's not even going to say it. Apparently, Jeff decided he's tired of playing shooting games.
That is what Jeff said at the table, yeah.
And he's definitely not playing a shooting game now.
All right. Looks like there was no focus allocation. Ossian kept everything.
Yeah.
Kept the spell.
Yeah.
Which I believe is Quicken.
All right, Josh, what you going to do? You got a whole bunch of angry, bearded humans in your face. Smelling terrible.
Ossian looks like he dead-eyes the strike force to his left.
Yup.
Dead-eyes the Stormfall archers to his left at the bottom.
Did you just say Shatterstorm someone? So Quicken is on Discordia. We just heard that from the judge.
Yep. Feet.
And feet, yeah. Not surprising here.
He checks the kill box. He's safe.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to boost a shot at the Dracoon.
Yep, might as well drop its defense.
You get the free upkeep from Silas, so,
Yep.
He has the focus to boost here. And
the Dracoon's not impossible to hit, even in melee.
Might have been a Shatterstorm thrown out there. Might have been on the Stormfall archers. Didn't quite.
I think it was Shatterstorm.
Yeah, so it looks like
Ossian misses.
All right. So that was what? Deadeye, Shatterstorm?
Looks like it. So now has to decide where the shot goes.
Yeah, misses a Dracoon.
Everybody's engaged. Just one big scrum.
So they're randomizing between all potentials. Sees if he shoots this dude in the back of the nugget.
Misses as well.
Yeah.
Ossian is the worst. He basically just shot his gun in the air. Like some excitable hillbilly. Let's go, boys! Yeah!
I'm not sure why he boosted ahead of time, though. Because with Future Sight, why not just roll the 2 die, and if it's super low, it'd be like, oh, okay. Still in the focus, right? Because you got Future Sight.
You do.
And that means your chance of shooting one of your own guys in the back is even lower.
Maybe he just Hungerforded it up. He's like, there's no way I can miss this. This is guaranteed.
Okay, looks like the Stormfall Archers are going to aim. Got a shot going into the Dracoon. See how many dice he's rolling, so we'll know if this is a Deadeye or Shadowstorm. Is that 2 or 3?
He's not going to let you know.
Rolling damage. Feet's up. This was a brutal damage shot.
I mean, given the fact that he hit, he rolled 3 dice.
So checking LOS.
Yep. Seeing if Discordia's in that dude's way.
Well, they've got
But I don't believe they have Arcane Fire.
Dude, Stormfall Archers not have Arcane Fire?
No!
Man, what are we doing? We need to fix that.
What? Not all bows are designed for art. In fact, really the only way that Arcane Fire works on a bow is if you do it en masse. A single archer just shooting an arrow into the air and hoping he gets a lucky arc down doesn't do anything. It requires a cloud of arrows, a hail, if you will.
So looks like some more shots at the other Dracoon that ones can see that aren't behind the woods.
Yep.
Got a dismount. Nice. He still got another shot left.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it looks like that second from the top one didn't have LOS to the Dracoon up by the flag.
Nope.
By the flag. So now he's just going to
shoot.
Shoot a rifle core in the face.
Well, that's what you do when you get a Dracoon blocked.
That can't be Shatterstorm because there's not AoEs happening. So it must have been Quicken. Or not Quicken, sorry, Deadeye.
Sure. I mean, we already established that they had Deadeye. So I think there's 3 Deadeyes out there.
Well, we'll find out for sure in a bit.
Because that would have been 6 with the 1 left to boost his shot that he missed by wildly firing into the sky. Because you've got both Mage Hunter units with Deadeye, and you've got that Stormfall unit with Deadeye.
Turns out Deadeye is a really good spell.
It's not the worst, especially when you bring a lot of guns.
Yeah. Well, still, unit of Stormfall Archers managed to dismount one of the Dracoons. Not bad.
Nope. Leaves you with just 8 boxes to chew through instead of 18. Quick measurement on melee there. Player's nice and focused in here.
Fantastic planking form.
I mean, sure. Jeff definitely in planking.
Yeah.
You see a counter charge here? Because he is not engaged, he's just engaging.
All right, so the camera was up on the players. I didn't see what move to trigger this. I guess it was one of the
I think it was the Mage Hunters.
one of the Mage Hunters on the bottom side moving, triggering the
Yep.
Dracoon up by the flag, who he's engaging someone, but he's not engaged himself, so he can still countercharge.
Yep. He can just run away.
Well,
So doing a really quick clarification on impact attacks and how they affect his charge attack.
somebody in the stream asking, Shatterstorm is 3 to cast. It's not. Shatterstorm is 2. Okay, so counter charge going off on the Dracoon, charging the one that looks like he walked over. So he makes an impact attack first.
And he goes.
This is going to be brutal.
Some quick clarifications on movement and stuff. So move just enough for 3 inches.
Yep, impact attack 1.
So impact attacks. Murders an elf. So misses on another impact attack. He's going to redirect his charge attack onto one of the elves that he missed with an impact. He does hit with that. That Annihilator Blade will
obliterate that dude.
It might actually be the officer, it looks like.
Yeah, that
nope.
guy.
Looks like it was on Discordia, actually. Redirected into Discordia.
Oh, redirected it into Discordia. Nice.
Yeah.
And did a decent amount of damage.
9 damage.
So nice countercharge there. All right, so the unit continues its activation now, having lost 3 guys.
Mm-hmm.
This game is way more aggro than the last few we've seen.
Dracoon's, not getting locked down on the first turn, certainly helpful.
Just turn 1, here I am, or top of 2, here I am.
Yes. So he only got 1 on the counter charge with the impact attacks, but, he's all jammed up in there.
Yeah. Just jamming Ossian, trying to jam Ossian kind of out of his feet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, the only bit about that that's a little interesting is that by doing the counter charge, he did disengage with several, probably 2, maybe 3 mage hunters on the other unit.
Yeah.
So
we'll see.
You kind of open them up to just pepper you with
magic bows.
Magic bolts.
All right, so here comes some shots from that unit now.
Mm-hmm.
These are, I think, melee attacks first.
So they do have Shatterstorm on them.
So they don't have died. So that unit does have Shatterstorm.
Yep,
Got it. Okay.
Because here comes the Shatterstorm blast damage that they're rolling for now.
All right. Confirmed. Bottom unit has Shatterstorm.
Clearing some folks out here.
Shatterstorm kills one of his own guys. They're confirming whether or not Shatterstorm occurs on melee attacks or not. And that is accurate.
Yeah.
It is an enemy when you directly hit and box an enemy model with a ranged or melee attack. You center a 3-inch AoE on the box model, remove it from play, and then models in the AoE are hit and suffer an unboostable POW 8 magical blast damage roll.
You gotta be a little careful with Shatterstorm. You don't want to blow yourself up. Or maybe you do.
Yeah.
Suicidal elves.
Okay, so those looks like just the little melee attacks.
Mm-hmm. Just stabbing some folks, We got these little knives. We should use them.
Rest of the unit's gonna start shooting. Looks like they're going after the Marauder.
Which Marauder?
The one that's not in the trench. 4 dice -10.
7 points to 2 is not shabby at all.
No. It's 3 above average.
You and your averages.
What? Math's important.
Yeah, but you misapply math all the time.
Nah, never
All
once.
right.
6 to
6
the
points.
4. Okay.
All right.
2 above average.
Josh has clearly bounced back in terms of
Dice rolling.
dice rolling compared to yesterday.
Okay. It's.
That is another huge roll.
Oh. Did he say 9 to the 1?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, all right, boys. Just get it done.
Yeah, I'm just going to do it. I mean, the elves came to shoot things, and that's what they're doing. 2 elves managed to miss, though. That's a little more reasonable. But
2 misses and then bounce off the 3rd hit.
yeah.
So movement is out on that middle Marauder from those shots.
Pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Pretty good. Cortex being alive, though, is still makes that thing dangerous. He's got one more damage roll to make.
Got another damage roll because movement went out, so one of the shots they thought missed actually hit.
The 3 that you saw did hit. Like 1 point.
Yeah.
I mean, that all worked out to be probably about average overall. Had some pretty big spikes at the front, kind of petered out at the end. That Marauder, outside of its movement being gone, though, is still fairly healthy and fairly scary.
Yeah, but Jeff didn't bring any repair whatsoever, so that's a no slamming, no charging.
Correct.
Marauder.
It's just a big old lumbering oaf.
All right, so the Shatterstorm unit of Strike Force are done. That's the bottom unit. So we still have the upper unit, which is dead-eyed. The Stormfall Archer unit, both jacks.
Yep. Discordia, though, is engaged, so probably just going to have to go punch a Dracoon. Unless the Mage Hunters that are dead-eyed decide to try to
do something about
shoot
that.
Him down. I don't think that's going to be the play here.
No,
I think that Josh is probably going to go after that Marauder, clear out a few more, maybe some Kayazi. I mean, they're close enough the stealth isn't an issue. Depends how afraid he is of what they can do to his lines.
Yeah, we'll probably see an activation from the Stormfall Archers and the Mage Hunter Strike Force first, and then the 2 jacks to close things out.
Mm-hmm.
Or Hypnos.
Hypnos, probably looking to Shadowbind something maybe. Or he's just going to go punch a fool.
Making sure he's staying, looks like, out of
Outside.
melee range?
Yeah. I mean, he's engaged, though.
No, I think he said...
Oh, is that his inch marker?
Yeah, I think he's trying to stay out of his own 1 inch. Yep, he's going to shoot the busted-up Marauder. Hits it, boosts damage.
So catches a couple of guys in the AoE.
Yep, it's AoE 4. Ooh, so Iron Flesh being on just the Butcher and not any of the guys, it's costing him. Blast damage is doing some work.
Yep. If he's completely in the trench, he suffers no blast damage, so one of the Winter Guard gets lucky. He's able to take cover. 2 more go down.
Then boosting damage under feet on the Marauder with no movement.
Yup. Should be pretty good. That's not bad. So like 6 points.
Yeah, sounds like it.
And that Marauder will be shadowbound as well, so as long as it still has its Cortex, will be able to shake that effect off. Otherwise, it won't be going nowhere.
And the other Marauder, the one that's at the very bottom that's in the trench, it's at a control range. They established that earlier.
Yeah.
So the one that's in the middle that's being torn up, it's probably dead this turn.
It's the one that definitely poses the biggest threat to Discordia.
All right, looks like the Stormfall Archers are all...
Shoot the one in the trench? All right, there we go. Brutal on the damaged Marauder. Hits, movements out. I mean, this is basically shooting a potato.
Shooting a potato?
Yep.
Shoot that potato. There he goes.
All right. He's got 3 more shots to do here.
This is just the Stormfall Archer. So the first guy walks up and just finishes it off.
Uh-huh.
I imagine those shots would maybe go into the top Marauder or maybe start clearing out some of the Winter Guard. Like, you don't really have to worry too much about the bottom one.
No.
It can't get focus.
Probably prioritize either Marauder or he's close enough now that he can start drilling the Kayazi. Yep. I'm going to check to see how many guys he can catch and blast.
Yeah. Not the worst
You don't
idea.
really want to leave those Kayazi around to ruin your day.
Yep, so shot going into one of the middle ones.
Yep.
That he's within stealth range of.
So it hits him.
Oof.
And that will kill at least one, probably both the others through blast damage.
I think they measured and he's saying...
Is he out? So he's just gonna one-shot him with bows?
Okay, looks like another shot went to one of the bottom Kayazi. Misses, deviates. Kills him. Last one's going to fire.
So they thought that one missed, but it's because he thought it was one that was engaged. He wasn't. So the shot actually did hit. A slight concern here about whether the Stormfalls are in their own blast radius. They're so close.
So shoots the Marauder, misses, and it goes 2 to 3 inches and hits. Goes to the 2 inches.
That guy
hits
might need
nothing.
to go back to the archery range.
Yeah. That could have gone a little better.
Hit that walking barn. No.
No, sir. I'm going to hit the ground behind it.
He's just too fast.
It was a bolt of lightning that came out of nowhere.
And Ossian, remember, Ossian's feet is up.
Well, it's kind of easy to remember that the feet's up because there's a big old token that says feet right behind Ossian.
Mm-hmm.
I love those tokens that are really visible like that.
Yeah.
So, like, when I'm doing live stream commentary, like, it's very easy for me to tell that the feat's available.
Yeah. Well, it's nice.
As a commentator, it's very nice to just be able to read the board.
Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, Tony doesn't read.
Whoa, what are we bringing Tony into this for? Don't anger that man. Strike Force activating.
Yep.
Strike Force activate.
They have all the shots in the world here.
They are dead-eyed, and looks like they're Marauder in the trench.
Yeah. I mean, he's only 14. That's hittable. 3 dice, need an 8. Get that 4 dice of damage.
Yeah, 4 dice.
Let's take away that Marauder.
I mean, I get the one up
Just
north.
get rid of it.
The one up north is not in Ossian's feet range.
No.
Ooh, that's a die roll. That's real life.
That's all right.
I mean, sometimes you take the arrow and you shoot it straight in its cortex.
Yeah, you're just like, hey, robot brain. You liked this.
I saw.
Wow, yet another.
Like Josh is like dice
roll.
off 10. Yeah, whatever. I'll just
I can do this all day.
Take 9.
Even Andrew Durso, the judge, is like, these poor jacks, they're getting a beating right now.
Right.
Holy cow.
Wow, Josh.
Jeez.
Those are official PB casino dice. Like, they're none, like those dice are just good now.
They are. They're on
Those
fire.
casino dice apparently will not do you wrong when you were facing a teammate on Team Moose.
Well, I mean, the Canadians have already talked about several times their conspiracy that anyone who is on Jeff's side of the screen and from Canada is destined to lose the game due to dice.
Yeah.
So this is only adding weight to that paranoid conspiracy theory.
2 hit points left on that Marauder in the trench.
Yep.
2 hit points left on that Marauder
And
in the trench.
how many Mage Hunters have yet to go? Like 3 or 4?
Another shot hits. Dice off 10, whatever.
I mean, it might as well be dice plus 10 at this point.
Just get out of the trench, Marauder.
Just go away, Marauder. We're done with you now.
That's ridiculous. Buff Mage Hunters.
Yeah,
that's ridiculous.
He's got 4 Mage Hunters left to go. Yeah. I mean, what are you going to shoot now? You might as well, with those dice, you might as well just shoot the one Marauder that's out of feet because you're just going to murder him too. So there's 3 damage on the other Marauder.
No, he's going to the Dracoon.
Oh, it's a Dracoon?
Yeah, he's trying to keep things that are still within feet range.
Sure.
They're dead-eyed, so they can kind of, overcome the in-melee bonus.
Well, I mean, if they can hit that Marauder in the trench at 14, they can...
dismounts the other Dracoon.
Yeah, there you go. Boom.
Oh. Sometimes plan, run up, and fight go bad. You get...
I mean, Jeff didn't want to play a shooty game. He's not going to.
Well, he's not playing a shooty game. Josh is.
Yeah, Josh was like, I'm going to stick with my plan, though.
Josh was like, all
we
right.
invested too much into these bows.
Yeah, man. You think I trained these archers to do this just to fight you with swords? No way. Ossian, show them how it's done. And they were like, decka. Shoot them up.
Sometimes a plan doesn't come together.
Making them boys do the Ios and shake.
Oh.
Yeah.
The Iosian shake.
The Ios and shake.
Just sounds like it'd just be sad to watch.
Depending on which side of the army you're on, it might be.
I think no matter which side of the army you're on, it's just sad to watch. All right, so I think those Mage Hunters are finally done
after
murdering
laying waste.
everything.
Yeah, looks like the Discordia is going to activate.
Yep.
Just shimmy up a little bit, and are we just punching? Maybe power attack throw. What you got, man? I mean,
you got that chain attack smite.
Yeah, he's not going to live that long though.
He might. I mean, not with these dice, but he might.
So he's going to imprint, right? Because why wouldn't you? He's actually going to go back and stay at max melee range. Just checking his imprint range. You gonna base? No, he's good.
Here comes some punching.
All right, so spins 1 here. That's for the imprint.
Yep. So big old base shakes.
Yep. So imprint's up. Going to make his first initial melee attack on the Dracoon. Hits him.
I mean, because when you're already telling your opponent, hey, those guns are going to roll 1 less d6, you might as well also say those deviations are going to do nothing too.
Looks like just 1 punch.
Yeah.
Just literally just, okay, get off the table.
Go join your horse, Sparkle Bright.
No, I mean, they might have actually. Yeah, no, it wouldn't have been better to power tech throw because the strength is lower than the weapon, and you'd have to boost
throw
damage.
Into what though? The other Dracoon?
Just throw him back there into like one of the friggin' Winter Guard.
Why not just kill him?
You could, but I mean, if you can kill him and something else, why not do both?
Well, because as you pointed out, that's. I mean,
yeah, it's riskier.
I would say it's unlikely, but I mean, from what we've seen thus far, it probably wouldn't make a difference at all.
But old One Punch Disco just walked up and was like, "Welcome to the party."
One Punch Disco.
Yep, right through the nugget. Ships the turn back to Jeff, and
I mean, Jeff does score a point, so that's cool. He's up by 1. We just watched Jeff win his last game based on control points.
Why does? Oh, Jeff. You said Jeff scores a point.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Jeff scores a point.
Yes, Jeff scores.
Josh does not score a point
Jeff
because
scores a
Ossian
point.
is not in base-to-base with this flag.
Correct. Jeff scores a point because the Butcher's on his flag, dominating at the end of the turn. Jeff 1, Josh 0.
So the real question
Jeff
here
is guaranteed to go.
Can Jeff? Apparently, we're going to pause the clock again for a bathroom break because that's the War Machine Weekend way to do it.
Didn't we just talk about this last time?
I told you we were going back. It is fall back day. So we're going back in time, and you were literally doing the exact same game.
So bathroom breaks happen on your clock.
Not here. They don't.
They do.
Nope.
This is okay. It's a live stream. You
Yeah.
know, I will chat with them
you
later.
You don't have any choice but to sit here and take this.
It's fine. It's fine. I mean, once they tell the player it's okay, like, it's not the end of the world. But, you know, the actual tournament policy is that you leave the table to go grab yourself a drink, go to the bathroom, whatever. That's on your clock. Otherwise, if people could just freely pause whenever they wanted to go, like, have lunch and stuff,
So
that would basically...
I mean, that's what I'm going to do in my game. I'm just going to leave for 3 hours.
I know. Like, our tournaments would never end.
I'm gonna take the camera with me, and I'm gonna record my adventures around as you sit here and watch the table and just silently seethe. Like, clock is paused.
Yeah.
I'll be back later. Be like Pee-wee's Great Adventure.
No big deal. No big deal. I just don't want to set the wrong
So
precedent.
Jeff certainly has an opportunity to go up by 3, I think, this turn, because there's not a lot of Retribution models in the zone.
No.
And he can easily control.
Yes.
And then he'll still have the flag where the Butcher is very safe.
Yes.
So that'll put you up at 3.
If he clears the zone, he could put the Butcher in the zone and go to 2 if he wants to. If he wants to be more aggressive with the Butcher, for example, if he wanted to run the Butcher over by that wall.
I mean, the feed is gone now, but I don't know that I put the Butcher in that position yet. Like, honestly, with Hypnos over there, still got a Discordia with a spray. You've lost a fair number of your guys already for jamming purposes.
As Twitch chat, specifically Trevor Christensen of the Chain Attack podcast just pointed out, the only time it's okay to pause both players' clocks and walk away is if you go to get ice cream.
Oh. Any ice cream?
Yeah, that is a Trevor Christensen approved reason to pause the clock.
I see.
To go get ice cream.
All right. Fair enough.
He will probably disagree with me because I'm lying, but I'm just going to go ahead and say it anyway because, you know, he can't argue with me.
Oh. So he didn't say that.
He might have. He might not have. We'll find out together.
Let's take a look.
Well,
he's apparently sitting in his desk in his basement.
Well, we'll all find out. We'll all find out together. See, he gave me the hashtag approved, so there you go. Yeah. Pause your clock, get ice cream, enjoy.
Do you both have to go, or can I just pause my clock and go get ice cream myself?
If you pause and go get ice cream for you and your opponent.
Oh, but I can just leave him there? Will I go get ice cream?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
It has to be.
See Jeff in the tank. Plank tank.
The plank tank. I mean, I'm telling you, dude, War Machine players have amazing core strength. Everyone who goes in the tank, look how good that plank is, by the way. Like, that's almost a perfect back. You could rest a marble in the small of his back.
You know how I think you send waves throughout the War Machine Hordes community with your Steamroller 2017?
What's that?
You disallow elbows or hands on the table.
Ooh. Why would I do that?
Because of game state.
You can't.
That's how game state gets messed up.
How do you disallow hands on the table?
You can touch your models. You can't put your hands, like you can't put flat palms on the table. You cannot rest on the table.
Wow. That is why you aren't allowed to touch organized play. Or really anything. Well, we're going to make him mad enough with 2017 anyway, so no reason to make it worse.
I think that's just misdirection at that point.
They'll
focus on the no elbows on the table.
There's only one scenario.
Game state.
There's only one scenario. It's Radio Grind from 2012. We're bringing it back.
I mean, that was a good scenario.
To celebrate the release of Grind in No Quarter, we're going to bring back Radio Grind, the scenario from 2012. Enjoy your life in Steamroller. So Jeff's in the tank right now, hence why we're not really. Oh nope, and things started happening.
Let's go ahead and stab some fools with his Chaosi.
So looks like 3 got allocated to the only Jack left on the table. Iron Flesh got upkept. Butcher feeded. Joe gave boosted attack rolls to the unit of Winter Guard at the top end.
Yep.
That all happened while the plank was occurring.
I mean, it's pretty quick. That Marauder's just going to go, murder himself a Hypnos. We saw the proxy base go down before.
Okay. Kiazi just going to go try and clear out any of the Mage Hunters in the zone.
Yep.
Butcher obviously stayed base with the flag for the free CP. Might as well take it.
He did move up, though. I mean, he shifted
position. He moved up, but...
So he misses. Hits and kills.
Yep. Kiazi just making their attacks down the line, seeing who they can take out.
So hits, kills...
Okay, so that's 2 of the guys that were in the zone cleared out.
It looks like that's everyone that's in the zone. Based on
so this is one of the hard things is always being able when you have this isometric view is what the exact range is. I don't think the Marauders got range, right?
Based on where they placed the proxy base, it certainly looked like he did.
The Marauders got range.
That was at the start of the turn.
So you think the Marauder does have range?
I believe that it does, yes. Because at the start of the turn, he was placing proxy bases down. They were talking about it. So there are 2 Stormfall Archers and a Jack that are contesting.
Did the Butcher cast anything else?
Yes. He clearly upkept Iron Flesh on himself.
He's got Iron Flesh on himself. He's got the feet. Joe gave the boost attack, but there's another token back there underneath the feet, and miss what it is.
I mean, full throttle would be the thing that would make sense at this point.
It could be full throttle, yeah.
But how many focus points does he have left on himself is
Butcher's
the other question.
Got none, so yeah, it's full throttle.
Yeah.
So that unit of Winter Guard are going to activate. This is the unit that was affected by Joe.
So they are...
Twitch chat is commenting that the only thing they want to see happen in Steamroller 2017 is that Line Breaker, their favorite scenario from 2016, remains. So that 2017 can be just Radio Grind and Line Breaker.
I mean, it seems like we should give people options. I feel like that's fair.
I was going to take Line Breaker out, but
I think we bring back a 2014 Incursion as well.
Where the flag disappears?
Yeah.
That sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah, we'll do those. We'll do those 3.
Let's not do that.
So we can see where the Marauder's intending to go here on its charge.
Yeah. That's the thing I do. You got to give props to all the players we've watched, and Jeff in particular is very good about being super clear about his intent, and he uses a ton of proxies, which is okay because he's being super clear. Like, this is going here, this is staying out of this range, this is moving here, and he's not. While he may use a ton while he's determining his measurements, he's not like sort of annoying about it, right? He doesn't leave the table littered with proxies. He always cleans everything up that is not immediately being used or is being used right after, right?
So what you just saw there was a couple of the Rifle Corps wound up out of formation, so they will be unable to make attacks.
Ooh.
Our judges caught that, so 2 of them were out of formation.
Okay, so only 2 of them. Not like the leader was way out of place. Okay.
No, I mean, out of place enough, given that I think that's the whole unit that you see kind of spread out over there.
Yeah, good on Andrew Durso, our judge at the table, for capturing that.
Mm-hmm. It's a really easy one to kind of forget in the heat of the moment, though, which model's the leader model. So see a Strike Force go down. See another Strike Force model, it looks like, go down. These are all blast damage.
Yeah, blast damage.
Here.
Well, they've all got stealth, so it's not direct shots, that's for sure.
Well, some of those are, those 2 in the front are Stormfalls, my friend.
Yep.
So they don't have stealth. Stormfall Archers, no stealth.
No stealth.
So it goes the 5 2 inches. That shouldn't clip anything. Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, let's see if both the Stormfalls get hit.
Yep.
Butcher's feet's up, so they're probably obliterated. Okay. Just one guy, not two guys. They were just double-checking the deviation.
And the Jack. Hypnos takes a little bit of damage from the blast.
Not bad, not bad.
I mean, you know, just help that Marauder out.
So single rifle going into one of the Stormfalls takes him out pretty easily. The other rifle, boosted hit, basically boosted damage from Butcher's feet. So, yeah. Yep. All right, zone's clear except for Hypnos.
Got to get rid of Hypnos.
Do you think a free charging boosted to hit roll under Butcher's feet with 3 focus Marauder could take out a Hypnos?
So I'm going to be honest. Normally, yes. However, Jeff is on that side of the table.
Yeah.
And if the conspiracy theorists are correct, and we've been working against Team Canada on that side of the table this entire weekend, he will fail spectacularly on dice.
Okay. We'll find out, won't we?
I mean, this is going to be the moment of truth. This will determine if Jeff and several other members of Team Canada get inside job tattoos.
Here's the thing.
On their bulging biceps.
Here's the thing. If he takes out Hypnos and he goes up to 3, Jeff basically wins, right? Because he's so jammed up. What has Josh got that he's really going to be able to contest that back flag where the Butcher's dominating? And it's still the freaking Butcher, right?
Jeff has...
No, like the Josh can get up there to stop him from getting on that flag, right? It's then he just scores at the end of his turn, and then he goes again.
It's hard to tell without measuring the distance on the table, but the only thing that I can see that Josh really has at that point is he's still got his Phantom Barrages, and he could hope for some dice spikes.
But he still has to physically get a model to contest the Butcher.
Or he just shoots the Butcher off the flag. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, sure. You're saying go for the assassination.
That's the only option you'd have at that point.
I don't think it's viable.
I mean, it's not probable, but it is possible.
It is possible, yes. The Marauder has charged in and is fighting Hypnos. These are dice off 3 punches.
Mm-hmm.
So, doesn't even have to buy an attack.
Nope. Go ahead and sits on all that fury.
Literally charges in for free.
Focus. Focus.
Bye-bye Hypnos. Okay, so that is, Jeff is going up to 3 at the end of this turn.
Mm-hmm. All right, we see a Winter Guard rifleman walking around, getting a backstrike bonus here.
Right, and he's
trying to clear out that Dracoon so that he can probably go in and take down a Discordia. That'd be nice.
Or just gum up the remaining guys, right? All you really want to do here is keep anybody away from 4 inches of the flag.
You mean the zone?
No, the flag.
His flag doesn't really matter.
No, I'm saying he can't get anybody within 4 inches of the Butcher's flag.
Yeah.
If he can pull that off.
I mean, the Dracoon's not really going to be a speed bump to that.
Well, he can go tie some guys up.
Sure.
Because it's literally going to be like a Strike Force member having to run through all the stuff in the way and get over there.
Again, I think that really the Hail Mary here is shooting that Butcher off the flag. Like, you can stop the zone from scoring again, but that doesn't matter because you're already at 3. You're going to go to 4, and then Jeff's just going to go to... Going to go to 5.
That's what I'm saying.
No, I know. I'm not disagreeing with you. The only thing I'm saying is that looking at a way to get to that flag that's not the play that you make here. At this point, I think your Hail Mary is how do I kill the Butcher?
And good on Jeff. I mean, he went first. He didn't go second, so he started when scoring went live on his opponent's turn, right, instead of the other way around, and is playing the scenario pretty masterfully.
I mean, I think you saw the Butcher go up the center. You saw Josh immediately move for the first scoring opportunity with Ossian. And then Jeff read the situation appropriately. And because I think the other thing, too, that you can't discount is the fact that the fear of the AoEs and the need to be around Discordia totally changed the rhythm of this match.
Yep.
Like, all of a sudden, there is nobody to contest or to threaten that, Jeff's flag, because they're all around Discordia.
Yep. So this last unit of Winter Guard Rifle Corps, they're advancing, throw some shots out there. Still, most of them in Butcher's feet.
Yep. So we're going to see a shot at the Arcanist. Misses. Considering his next shot. So shooting a disco.
Shooting a rocket straight at Discordia.
Hey, get rid of that thing.
This is the one that's not in Butcher's feet,
Mm-hmm.
which misses, deviates.
Clips nothing. Well, I mean, imprint means that it doesn't really do anything.
Yeah, imprint means
it did clip a few things,
but it's kind of irrelevant.
It was pointless. So you see a hit. This one is in Butcher's feet.
Yep. That was a direct hit on Discordia?
Yeah.
Not bad.
So it's going to be -6.
Yeah, dice -6 because of imprint. It does 4 to the 5. 4 to the field. So field is down, and 2 points have gone onto Discordia's actual system boxes.
Mm-hmm. So misses on a 13.
Yeah, because of that quicken.
And this rocket. So it might fall right in the middle here. I'm going to do a little precise measurement. There you go. Drops right on. Whoops. Sorry, guys.
Resolving the blast damage, which is still affected by Butcher's feet, so kills one of his own Winter Guard.
Poor fool. So it looks like the Dracoon takes 5 damage.
Dracoon takes 5 as he rolls a 17 on the blast damage.
It's like, whoops.
Enjoy.
Sorry, Joe. So I see a shot on the Arcanist.
Yep.
Boxcars
Arcanist just gets obliterated by a...
Gets headshotted. Just
okay.
right in the face.
The dismounted Dracoon, he's going to charge in on Discordia, making sure he goes 3 inches, getting into reach range.
Yep.
Also just gets him a little further in to go tie up some more strike force.
So the proxy base going down to check to make sure he stays in that Mage Hunter's melee and not take a free strike, because after taking 5 points from a friendly rocket blast, he doesn't really want to risk it.
All right, hits.
Yep.
Not in Butcher's feet, even remotely, but
8 to the 6 is not shabby at all.
8 to the 6 is going to take out the left arm, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, 6 to the 6, not 8 to the 6. That won't take out the left arm. If it had been 6 to the 6, it would have. All right, Jeff goes up to 3 CPs at the end of this turn, and all right, Josh, it's on you, man. You have to contest that flag or kill Butcher. You can't do one of those 2 things, you lose.
I mean, we know he can't contest the flag.
Okay, so you got to kill Butcher. Well, he can contest the flag if he clears out a lane for a strike force to run, right? Because they're
sure.
Speed 7, run 14. Just looking at the view, the zone itself is 12 inches across.
I think you're a little off. They're speed 6, man.
Oh, they are speed 6.
You're thinking of Mage Hunter Assassins, which
Thank
they
you.
are not.
I was. Yeah, no.
No, you got to shoot Butcher off. Like, that's your play here.
No, he has Quicken.
Quicken.
He can quicken the strike force, get him up to speed 8, run 16. He can absolutely get a model into contest range. But then you're like just grasping at straws at that point, unless you have a much better plan.
You're delaying the game by a turn. I go back to, I think, unless he feels like he can clear the zone, if he can clear the center zone and still have something to get up to contest the flag so that he can score the zone, go up by 1 himself, go up by 2 if he takes the flag, and then contest Butcher. That'll only put Butcher to 4 on Jeff's turn.
Yeah.
And then basically do it again. I mean, it's not impossible, but it's not likely at this point. Like, that score discrepancy is huge. And honestly, while Josh killed a lot of stuff on his feet turn, he didn't kill enough. Like, it's still a fairly balanced game in terms of model count.
Yeah.
But yeah, you could clear the center zone. If you can clear the center zone, take the zone, take your flag, get somebody to contest with Butcher. You go up to 2. You likely go to 3 because you hold the flag. I don't know.
We'll see. So it looks like he upkept Shatterstorm on the Strike Force at the bottom.
Makes sense. You got a lot of. I mean, there's a lot of decent opportunity there for some
upkept
AoE fun.
Quicken on Discordia.
Now that one's an interesting choice given what we just talked about.
Allocated 12. He gets an upkeep for free.
Yep.
Allocated 2 to Discordia, sitting on 4.
That's enough for 2 Deadeyes. It's not really anything else I think he's going to want to cast.
No.
Phantom Barrage will allow him to ignore forest terrain, models.
One unit has Phantom Barrage. The unit at the top, not the Shatterstorm unit, but I believe the unit at the top, Strike Force, have not Phantom Barraged yet. So they've still got that going on in their lives.
Sure, both units don't still have Phantom Barrage?
Yeah, I'm sure that only one of them used it.
I think both of them still have it, but
I think the bottom one used it.
I mean, because the Shatterstorm unit.
And Jeff showed at the back of his card that said "full run YOLO?" and right at the bottom of it just said "Yup."
All right.
So 3 proxy bases. Just seeing if those 3 proxy bases would have LOS to the Marauder. Yep. So confirmed. Quicken is on Discordia. Shatterstorm's on the unit of Strike Force.
Yep.
Only to pay 1 upkeep and sitting on 4 on Ossian after allocating 2 to Discordia. Hey, this game's not going to go to time.
Probably not, no.
Unless Josh decides to troll us.
I mean, he could just sit there and eat chips for 27 minutes.
Just stare at us.
Yeah.
Just lay out on the table.
Can of Pringles.
Start painting models. But not ours. Could you just imagine the nightmare that would be? Be like, all right, guys, just cut the stream.
I'd be like, go deal with that, organized play developer.
I mean, I would, but we would have to cut the stream for me to deal with it.
We just put up the technical difficulties thing in the music.
All right, Ossian advances.
Gets into base to base with the flag. Yes?
No.
No. All right. He shot somebody.
Shot the Dracoon, I do believe. Yeah, shooting the Dracoon. Rolls an 8 total on the die roll. It's enough to take him out.
Yep.
Okay, Dracoon cleared out. Thanks to the 5 damage he took from his...
5 damage they took from that blast, yeah. Butcher did Ossian's work for him there.
All right, so Quicken's not being cast on anyone else. This leads me to believe his options are cast or kill, or I kill a bunch of things and shake your hand. I just roll dice, kill models, have fun, and then be like, well, good game, you won anyway. All right, Mage Hunter Strike Force on the bottom are going to activate.
So just checking on some melee ranges as those Mage Hunters move up to take some shots.
Yeah.
Plenty of possible line of sights. So here comes some Shatterstorm bolts.
Yeah.
Kapew, kapew. Red Rifleman facing the wrong way. Looks like he's part of the Red Army at this point.
Yeah. Hey, guys.
He's just like,
guys, I'm with you.
I'm with you now. I saw what happened to poor Alan. They blew his ass up. They blew him up. They don't care about us.
All right, checking command. Everything looks good. Here come the shots. All right, Shatterstorm unit of Mage Hunter is going to try and take out as many Winter Guard as freaking possible.
Pew, pew.
So we're seeing the shots hitting, killing, then they're resolving blast damage. Just picking up scoops. Just scooping up dudes.
Like this isn't even important. They're clearly dead.
All right, melee attack on the
POW
guy.
8 blast damage rolls are not actually not that lethal against a Winter Guard.
They're like arm 14. No, they're
Arm
arm 13.
That's
6 is the kill.
Yeah. 6 is not guaranteed.
Well, apparently it is right now.
Barely. I mean, we're just going to scoop everything.
Strike Force hits the guy in the trench. The AoE blast kills the guys in the trench and him.
Yep.
What, Ossian, why did you do this to my sword?
Stab. Oh, my God, that was a bad idea.
All right, I see what he's going for. Yeah, got to clear that guy out right there in the middle. Disco clears out the other ones near the zone. Then that unit of Strike Force near the top run.
Yeah.
And one of them gets within 4 inches of the flag.
Yeah.
But then are you even in a great position? Like, you didn't. Ossian's not in the flag to start any sort of like scenario pressure.
He is not.
Guy on the hill is dead. The Winter Guard in the back, he's still there. They're just ignoring him.
They're not worried. They've got some Stormfall yet to go. I mean, if
Sure.
he decides it's a problem. So a lot of dead Winter Guard.
Yeah.
They're like, get in the pit. And they're like, this is a horrible idea.
Melee attack into one of them. Looks like it missed. All right, so these are
3
shots.
more to go.
And these are shots, I believe, into the Jack.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, these are being shot from those proxy bases over there.
Yeah, into the Marauders. Yep. Dice off 10 on 3 dice, averaging nothing.
Yup.
Last shot, he's hitting the Jack, he's just not doing anything. Dice off 10.
And that'll do something. A little 4 damage to the 1.
All right. Get a little work done. All right, Stormfall Archers are going to activate. They're going to where those proxy bases are. The other ones were the Mage Hunters were in their actual positions. This is the Stormfall measurement earlier. If they would all have line of sight.
So Brutal's against the Marauder.
Okay. Still don't.
I mean, I think he's trying to clear the center zone.
But I don't see how you survive.
I
don't see how you're not just losing the scenario right now.
I don't know. There's clearly a play here. Or, like you said, he's just enjoying decimating Jeff before he goes, good game. But I'm sure there's a play here.
Okay, so Stormfall Archers, they're hitting the Marauder in the back. Did 4 points of damage. You know, it's going to pepper him up a little bit.
So that was a snipe shot, which is why you only saw 2 dice there.
Yeah, from the last guy shooting. Okay. All right. So you have Discordia, and you have the Mage Hunter Strike Force at the top, and you have Silas left.
Discordia can make a nice little spray down the line there from those jamming Winter Guard.
Okay.
Except that now there's a person in her way. So instead, the Mage Hunters are going and.
All right. So
are they charging? Is that what he just declared?
No, I think they're just advancing. Yeah, that's just an advance.
All right.
But
so
Jeff
maybe
wins.
the goal is to get Discordia down there to
How?
contest. Well, I mean, she runs 16 inches at the moment with Quicken.
Okay.
I mean, it's the last piece in Josh's army to go here, except for Silas, but he's not, he's not in range to get there.
But didn't he just block himself out?
I mean, it looks like it, yeah, but then what does Discordia do?
Well, we know what. You know what? Let's stop asking questions and just enjoy this game and see what the players come up with.
Yeah, all right. Isn't that our purpose, though?
I ask myself constantly, what would Tony Konachek do? And then when I'm done beating everyone around me who has ever insulted me, I stop and go, I shouldn't be like Tony.
Only Tony should be like Tony.
Twitch chat asking how many more games after this one today. We're going to have one more game, the Iron Gauntlet. This is the finals. We'll be doing the Invitational tomorrow. The first round of the Invitational happens super late tonight, so we won't be streaming that one, but we'll be streaming the rest of the Invitational all day tomorrow. We have one more game after this. It's a little something special. We're going to have Will Shick playing someone. As everyone knows, live streams.
Playing someone.
Staff on live stream are undefeated. We've never been beaten as we've been playing on the live stream.
I don't actually think that's true.
It is. The only two people that have played on live stream since
That's true at all.
It's 100% true.
I don't think that is.
The only two people that have ever been live stream playing is myself and Souls.
That's also not true.
100% true. And so it's on Shick to not screw things up.
I've already told you that now it's my entire goal in life is to just do really silly things and have my own win conditions and then lose.
No.
I'm going to drop the ball.
No.
Like a greased up.
Go. Finish the thought.
I don't know. All right, here we go. Discordia is trampling?
Okay, Discordia is trampling.
Uh-huh.
Okay, got it. Nailed it. Understand.
Uh-huh.
No, just it's all good. I like it.
just running over bros.
Okay, tramples over. Dude,
Yep.
some guys die.
Murders that fool.
By the attack against the Marauder.
Uh-huh. Saw 4. Takes 2 points.
Yeah. No, it's good. Buys another attack.
Uh-huh. Yep, hits. Like you do. So 7. Okay, so, I mean, a little bit of damage there.
Okay.
And then...
Silas runs.
Uh-huh.
I like it. Silas runs. Got it. Okay.
Not quite getting to the zone. And that's
So
it.
Jeff goes to 4, and that's game.
That's game.
Yep. Yep.
So
Jeff goes to 4, then Jeff's turn. He ends immediately, goes to 5, game.
Yep.
So, congratulations to Jeff
That's
Everitt
right.
for winning
Congratulations.
the
also
Iron Gauntlet here.
disproving the fact that any Canadian on that side of the board was doomed to lose.
Yeah, they were having some bad die rolls on the side of the board. But congrats to Jeff.
Yep.
Excellent showing.
That was a great game. Super different from
he
the
won
other
the
games
Iron
he
Gauntlet
played.
down at GrotzCon, so he's shown himself
well
as
on the way.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we'll see him at the World Finals at Lock and Load.
Sure we will.
So we'll be back shortly with one more game. Will Shick here is going to make sure the staff never loses on live stream. It's just impossible.
Yeah, you
we
keep
can't do
saying
it.
that, but we all know that now it's my goal to disappoint you.
No, we won't lose.
Yeah.
It's impossible. So
It's happening.
we'll see you guys back here in probably what, 30 minutes,
I have
an
no
hour?
idea. Yeah, something like that.
Well,
Who knows?
Just stay on the stream, pay attention. We'll be talking to you. Bye.
Bye.